told y'all. All right, man. Torture Talk, 6 o'clock. How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing out there, man? Hope everybody's great. All that good stuff. So, y'all gonna start listening to the king or what? We gonna start listening to the king? Or we gonna just pretend like this never happened? Which one? What y'all gonna do? What we gonna do here? So, apparently the case, Tony Busby case, forget about it, was dismissed by Tony Busby himself, voluntary dismissal. And I don't know if he's going to set up another case against Jay-Z. I don't know. But I do know that this case is dismissed. Before we get into that, I got to give my spill. This is Torture Talk. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. If you're new here, let me work for your subscription today. All the beautiful, single, sexy ladies, put one in the chat. All the fellas, y'all know where to find the ones at. Just don't harass them. I don't sell no merch, but I do have content. Absolutely free. But if you want to leave a donation, link is in the description. Cash App, no more PayPal. They called me the hidden gem. I went from 13 subscribers to over 15,000 subscribers. And yes, I am the king of the North. Let me know what kingdom you from. You know what I'm saying? Forget about it. Tony Busby, forget about it. Hey, forget about it, Tony. I'm trying to sound Italian. I don't even know if he's Italian. I'm just saying, he look Italian. All right, man, so let's get to the content, man. Oh, man, this is great. All right, this comes courtesy of Nolan. We love Nolan over here. So let's get it, man.
Got no notification or anything. Never got buzzed in. So here we are with the paperwork. Let's go ahead and show it. Okay, we're on here. Let's go up to the top. Okay, United States District Court, Southern District of New York. Jane Doe plaintiff against Sean Combs, Daddy's House Recordings, CE Opco LLC, Combs Global, Combs Enterprises, Bad Boy Entertainment Holdings, Bad Boy Productions Holdings, Bad Boy Books Holdings. Went after that nigga Books. Bad Boy Records LLC, Bad Boy Entertainment LLC, Bad Boy Productions LLC, Organizational does 1 through 10, Individual, and Sean Carter.
Yo, that's crazy. Yo, Diddy had all of those businesses, all of those LLCs. Yo, that's wild. I ain't gonna lie. That's a lot. Damn, no wonder this man was so rich. That's a lot.
What does it say here? Notice of voluntary dismissal pursuant to Rule 41A1A1 of the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure. Pursuant to Rule 41A1A1 of the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure, the plaintiff Jane Doe, by and through her undersigned counsel, hereby gives notice that the above captioned action is voluntarily dismissed with prejudice against defendant Bad Boy Records LLC. The same is acknowledged and agreed by Bad Boy Records LLC by and through its undersigned counsel, dated February 7th, 2025, New York, New York. This is Curious Law.
I told y'all, man, all these fake victims gotta chill, bro. I'm sorry. I keep telling y'all, man, y'all okay with these fake victims, not me. I can see right through them. I'm telling you. I know y'all say what y'all want to say, but I can see through these fake victims, man. I'm telling you. These people that play victim because they want some money. That's all it's about. And I'm not talking about people who are really going through something, because those people, they definitely should be compensated. But we talking about people who is lying. Y'all trying to put Jay-Z somewhere where he wasn't at. You know he did it. Y'all really think that Jay-Z held this girl down and did something to her in front of Diddy and another person? Y'all really think that? Y'all really thought that? Y'all really thought that Jay-Z did this? Y'all really thought this? I mean, some of y'all really was like out here arguing, well, this is, I'm like, bro, if you watch, I put up an episode where Jay-Z lawyer was breaking down how this is impossible. It was impossible. And some of y'all was saying he's lying. I'm like, how is he lying? He's giving y'all things that actually exist right in front of your eyes. It's like he's not lying about locations. The location is there. He's lying. I'm like, one person said, yo, bro, you believe anything. And I'm like, well, he went through the timeline of how it's impossible for her to do this. He didn't lie. He just gave out all the time that she was saying she was somewhere. And y'all was literally saying, he's lying about that. How? How is he lying? I don't understand this. He's telling you that there's no house with a U-shaped driveway in New York City. There's no house like that. And he's like, oh no, he's lying. How? Oh, she said that she was talking to this person. And then that one guy, was it Fred Durst or whatever the guy was, he said he wasn't even there. He wasn't even at the party. And then she said something about something. She was standing in front of a Jumbotron and they wasn't even built or something like that. And it's like, bro, what are we talking about here? Why do y'all always do this? Listen, I understand lawyers lie. I understand. But y'all got to use y'all better judgment. Y'all got to start using some critical thinking skills. I mean, come on, man. Some of y'all be thinking that the world is going to come to an end. And I'll be like, y'all, you really falling for that? I don't understand it. How did you fall for that one?
Right? Antigone Curis. This is the law firm that Busby hired to go over him and the plaintiff. It's signed by Tony Busby with his lame ass and Ava Law Group. Now remember, Ava Law Group is the law firm that was originally brought to the table, allegedly, we'll just say allegedly, that the Jane Doe went to with her story. Ava Law Group then passed the case on to Tony Busby and his law firm. And then when everything happened with NBC, Tony Busby came back and blamed Ava Law Group for his lack of vetting, his lack of doing any substantial research without talking to her family, without talking to her.
Definitely did that. He definitely did that. Y'all know that. He definitely said, well, we didn't really vet this person. We were just going off what the last law firm said. So you didn't vet the person that was saying that this black guy did something to her. This black billionaire did something to her 24 years ago. You didn't vet her. Like, come on, bro.
Father, without securing any type of witnesses, without securing any type of substantial information. The goal from the beginning was a cash grab. We know that these allegations, SA, especially against a minor, are of the lowest caliber. The public will clearly turn on Jay-Z, will turn, Diddy was already, damaged goods. So there wasn't too much more damaging you could do to his reputation, which I think ultimately worked in his favor in this situation because they didn't even really have too much defense for this. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they were coming out trying to actively fight this thing. His lawyers were.
This is why I knew Jay-Z was innocent, right? This is how I knew he was innocent. First of all, it's two reasons why I knew. And I said, I'm not rolling. Y'all was mad. People was mad. I don't care. This is why I knew. I knew Jay-Z was innocent when the number one reason why, because there was never anything like this that ever came out about Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? And you had people that were saying, oh, he used to mess with this person. And that person came out and debunked that. No, you didn't mess with me. Oh, he used to mess with that person. He met this person at this age. Nope. All was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he was messing with her when she was 16, 17 years old. Nope. All wrong. I knew he was innocent when he said, I'm not like these other ones. If you got something, file a criminal case against me. File a criminal case. Don't file no civil case because we all know that that's just about money. File a criminal case. That's when I knew he was innocent because he ain't run from nothing. He put a statement out right away. He didn't say, oh, no, like Diddy ran. He ran. But Jay didn't run. That's when I said, oh, nah, this dude innocent. He innocent. If you gotta bring up something from 24 years ago, he really ain't the monster y'all say he is. Ain't no way in the world you gonna tell me that he's been covering it up for 24 years. You know what I'm saying? Now, we could say that Diddy's been doing something similar to that, but no, because people have been saying a lot about Diddy. Oh, there's nothing like a Diddy party. People have always been talking about Diddy. Even Diddy displayed how he was on Making the Band when he was doing certain things on there. You know what I'm saying? How he carried himself and how he conducted phone calls, and I seen what he was saying, and he slapped people, punched people, all this stuff. We seen his behavior. But Jay-Z, totally different. Totally different. Never seen his behavior like that. You know what I'm saying? So when people say this, I'm like, well, what evidence do you have of this? Like, give me some tangible evidence of this. And this is why, another thing too, before I let him go on, because I'm going to let him finish. Another thing too, I want to see if some of y'all podcasters and some of y'all people who was reporting on Jay-Z being guilty, I want to see y'all do an episode and say y'all sorry that he was found not guilty, but they dismissed the case. Ultimately, that means he's found not guilty. You don't dismiss a case if something happened to you. Why? If you think he did it and you have evidence of him doing it, no, you would do it. I don't care. Oh, yeah, two things could be right at once. Yeah, two things could be right at once. But this one right here, it's gone. So that's what I'm talking about.
Out, but his lawyers weren't like really issuing statements toward this thing all that much. Jay-Z really did the heavy lifting, and Alex Spiro. But again, but Diddy was already damaged goods. The video of him, physically abusing Cassie was already out. The investigation was already done on Diddy, documentary, all this type of stuff. Tony Busby put out, when Tony Busby said he had like 50 cases to go against Diddy in the initial announcement and stuff like that, it was already like, damn, this nigga's toast. But we had already seen what was going on from Lil Rod's story. We had already seen Cassie. Eventually we got Don Richard. We got the Joy Dickerson Neal. We had the situation of Diddy and Aaron Hall allegedly essaying another woman, taking turns. So he was already like, there's no saving this guy, right? Even if he got out of jail today, there's a lot of people that would be like, I don't want to see, hear, smell this motherfucker in my vicinity, right? But for Jay-Z, that was different. Most people looked at him and said, come on, dog. Now, there are people.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. We was looking at that like, this, come on, man. Y'all going a little bit too crazy right now. This is out of control. That's how most people was looking at it. Like, you bringing up something from 24 years ago, and then most of y'all online trying to justify, that's what happened. It did. I'm telling you, I know he's a monster. I know he is. Do you know him personally? No, I don't have to know him personally to know he's a monster. Well, tell me how he's a monster. Because he's in the industry, and they're all monsters. They're just monsters. That's how y'all was.
That want him to go down, but that's really because for whatever reason, they don't like that he's got billions of dollars. They don't like Beyonce. They just tired of them winning. They just tired of seeing them, looking rich and pompous. And then you got Curious Law once again, and that's...
Well, I agree with that, but I'm going to tell y'all what I believe. The reason why people are tired of Jay. I don't care who you are. Whenever you at the top of the food chain when it comes to finances, like financially, everybody's going to think you're crooked. Because in people's head, there's no way you got to that spot without doing something dirty to somebody, without stepping on somebody to get there. That's how everybody looks at it. They look at it from that point of view. If you are at the top, and that goes for everybody at the top, everybody at the top, everybody looks at them as if they did something wrong to get there. Everybody. Just think about it. Think about everybody in your head, whether you agree with them or disagree with them. Everybody seemingly at the top, people feel as though they did something wrong to get there. They try to bring stuff against Michael Jackson, man. Like, come on, man. Everybody at the top. Remember Oprah was trying to bring something against Michael Jackson? Remember that? When Oprah was saying that these guys these guys came out on record saying that Michael Jackson, remember? Martin Luther King. I don't know if y'all read the files on Martin Luther King. All that came out, remember? How they say he did this? Every person at the top, man. Every person. Go down the list. Because the public, it's not that they don't like winners, but they get tired of winners. Like he said, they get tired of winners. And Jay-Z and Beyonce is in such a great position. They don't have, they had their little problem, but that was between them. That's their marriage. But they've been together for years and they got kids together. And people looking at it like, there's no way in the world these people are still successful and they're still where they're at. It has to be something there. And some of y'all want it to be something there. That's the sad part. Y'all really wanted to be something there. You can't just accept the fact that Jay-Z, I ain't gonna sit here and tell you that he's clean as a whistle, because he ain't, because he did some things when he was, he even admitted to that when he was in the streets. That's different, but that's when he was younger. Most people did stuff like that. But most of y'all want him to be guilty, and y'all want Beyonce to be guilty of something. Or y'all want her to be stupid. Like, oh, you, Beyonce, your husband cheated on you. Why are you still with him? I can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? They handled it. They did what they had to do. And they got past it.
Tony Busby hired a few weeks ago to take over the case on his behalf, right? So they come in and they say, all right, well, y'all got us. Let's toss it. And this is just a day or so after Jay-Z put in his last request for this case to be dismissed by the judge. And within his request for dismissal, he put all types of, things in the docket. I'll pull it up just for the sake of conversation. So this was filed on February 4th, just 3 days ago. Declaration of Alex Spiro in support of defendant Sean Carter's opening brief in support of his motion to dismiss pursuant to Fed R Civil P 12B6, right? So he says, I, Alex Spiro, declare as follows. I'm a partner at Quinn Emanuel Urquhart & Sullivan, LLP. If called as a witness, I could and would testify competently to the information contained herein. Attached hereto as Exhibit 1 is a true and correct copy of a list of New York City automated register system search results for deed and other conveyance documents listing Sean Combs as a party, as well as a true and correct copy of a photograph showing the entrance of the property located at 813 Park Avenue, New York.
And that's what I'm saying. His Spiro, he had evidence that he wasn't even there. He had pictures that he wasn't there. And if this night that the person said this happened, there's no way JC could have been there. He couldn't have been. He couldn't have made it there in time. And it's like, and then some of y'all can say, well, it could have happened the next day. Or could have happened 3 days before. Or the last week. Maybe she got the week wrong. It was 24 years ago. Doesn't mean, like, come on, bro. He said what date it was. You have to go off of that. Can't go off of it. If somebody's so sure of something, how you going to tell them what they... Oh, I'm sure that it was on this day. You ain't sure it was on that day? I'm telling you, it could have been on another day. No, I'm sure it was on this day. Nah, no, you ain't. Nah, I'm telling you, Jay-Z guilty. She mistaken. It could have been last week. That's how y'all be.
York 10021. Attached here too as Exhibit 2 is a true and correct copy of a deed record from Suffolk County generated through a LexisNexis search for real property records listing Sean Combs as a party, as well as a true and correct copy of photographs showing the entrance of the property located at 40 Hedges Banks Drive, East Hampton, New York, 11937. So at this point, they're using Diddy's property records to show that the properties that Tony Busby and his associates were trying to say Jay-Z and Diddy had done these unthinkable acts to their client. They were saying there's no way, right? And due to property records, due to address, due to the timeline of alleged events, none of this lines up with what they're saying, right? So they just using all of his property ownership.
All right, so we're gonna stop it there. But we already know that it's dismissed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I'm just so sick and tired of people just giving one side of the story. Like, just give both sides. Why do we have to always report the side that we favor? If you want to be on this space, YouTube, if you want to be a journalist, if you want to do all this and you want to talk about something, give the full context story. Let the people decide what is right or wrong. Don't provide people with your version of what you believe something should be. I see people doing this all the time. And the crazy thing is I see a lot of streamers that I actually like doing this. And I'll be like, you really said that? You know what I'm saying? Like, no one wants to have a conversation or an open dialogue anymore. It's like we're stuck in this tribalism cycle where people feel like, oh, I'm gonna stand on this side. And no matter what, I don't care if this side is wrong 100%. I'm going to stand on this side. And then on the other side, they saying the same thing. No matter what, I'm going to say whatever I got to say because it's right. But then behind all that, they don't tell you the full story. This is what happened with Jay-Z. A lot of these podcasters and streamers on YouTube, y'all did all this investigative reporting because it made you look good. You didn't go on here and say, hey, let me see what really happened. I promoted all of it. I promoted what Bubsby said, and I promoted what what's the name said, what Sparrow said. And on top of that, I talked about it. But me personally, I told y'all, I didn't believe it. I listened to the whole thing. I didn't automatically just said, oh no, she's lying. No, I listened to what they had to say, and I took into consideration everything she said, and I said, oh, no, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I'm not rolling. I said that. I don't believe it. But I listen. Some of y'all don't even take the time to listen. Y'all just basically listen to the side that someone tells you. If you agree with that side, you just stand over there. You don't even have a conversation. So, thank y'all for joining me, man. Listen to the king, man. You know what I'm saying? I keep telling y'all, listen to the king. You know what I mean? I'm not right all the time, but 99% of the time, I'm probably right about it. You know what I'm saying? But thank y'all for joining me, man. I appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to drop an episode. Also, too, my very first live coming up March 23rd. Me versus J Dev. This is going to be a magnificent battle. If you're into battle rap or if you want to just see a performance between the two right on this channel live, you know what I'm saying? Tell your friends if they want to see a free battle live on this channel, make sure you tell them, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get 1 million people on that live. Yeah, trying to get 1 million. All right, man. Thank y'all for joining me, man. I appreciate it. After Hours is on too, so make sure you go follow. All right, see y'all. Peace, bye.